Hey guys, it's Naka and Dominic.
Before we get into today's video, guys.
Wait!
What's going on?
I didn't have any elastics.
It's about that time.
So I posted on my Instagram for you guys to ask us questions, and we're gonna be answering things related to us, related to you guys. So
this might be the last video of 2022.
Yeah.
So happy New Year,
guys,
to everybody. Wish you nothing but the best. Happy New Year to everybody.
This is our last video together in 2022.
This is the last video we're doing until next year.
Literally, me.
Imagine, you know all the jokes, guys. Okay, I'll see you next year when it's like the 31st or whatever. But guys, so we're gonna end it with a bang. We're gonna, help you guys and address these questions, these situations that you guys have sent us.
So the first one is, sometimes I feel like my boyfriend's breath smells bad. How do I tell him without hurting him?
That's a good question.
Yo, that's a hard one.
It was Christmas. You could have bought him gum.
Mate, I feel like I would just.
Want it? Okay, you start.
I feel
you should be conscious.
Yeah, I would just tell him, yo, your breath smells bad.
You have to, and like. At some point in your relationship, you need to be comfortable to be honest with each other, right?
Yeah.
And that, like, he shouldn't feel bad about it because it's something you can change, right?
Yeah.
As if like for you, if you do something that you don't like, because at the end of the day, it's not gonna turn you on, right? It's gonna turn you off, and it's gonna cause other problems that, if you're not having fun in the bedroom because of this and that, right? But maybe you could go to the dentist together, because like, depending on what the issue is, right? Like maybe he has
plaque.
Yeah, so maybe he hasn't had his teeth cleaned. Maybe he has like those little tonsil stone things.
Oh yeah.
So like maybe go to the dentist together, and then like get some mouthwash, and like kind of go about it that you want to improve
tonsil stones? There's no help, mate.
Yeah,
he has to go to the dentist.
But like I'm saying, like maybe go into it as like maybe you want to improve your dental hygiene, and it's something that you can do together.
We don't lie anymore. Tell him your
that.
breath smells. You need to get it checked. It's disgusting.
Yeah, you could, but like
when you were my boyfriend, mate, I felt comfortable. Yeah, like Dominic, your breath smells really bad.
Like, okay, like worst case scenario. Go about it like, let's improve our dental hygiene, take care of ourselves, and this and that.
No, that's being passive aggressive. We don't do that. Just be like, oh, did you brush your teeth today?
I still believe honesty is the best policy.
Yeah, don't be scared.
That kind of goes with anything. Like, you're going to face things later on in a relationship that you're going to be scared to hurt his feelings. So might as well kind of get used to, like, being honest,
If that was me...
You kind of be like, yo, you rather me not tell you? You know what I mean? So... If
that was me, I would like for someone to be like, oh, Naka, did you brush your teeth today? Your breath smells really bad.
And like...
But I grew up with guys, though. They would tell me stuff like that.
But, like you don't really know, right? So it's like... But yeah, it's not a big deal because all you gotta do is grab gum. All you gotta do is basically,
But gum doesn't get to the root of it. Tell him.
Yeah, get
hey babe,
stuff like that.
Yeah, you have bad breath today. So next question is, I've been married for a while now, about 12 years, and my boyfriend doesn't get me Christmas gifts that I like. I even gave him lists of things that I like, but he said he didn't have time and got me something that I didn't like, and I don't want to start a fight, but it's been 12 years now. What do I do? Honestly,
the answer to this question is exactly the same answer we literally just said. Honesty is the best policy. When you're in a relationship, like, you start to lie about this, you start to not be honest about this, and then you start to ask yourself, oh, why you lose feelings, or like why this. It's because of these small things that build up. You need to address these small things, because these are the things that matter. That, like, how can you have a big conversation with something that's super important when you can't even talk about
12 years like, she's been
gifts or like bad breath? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, these are the things that make you strong in a relationship. That, like, at the end of the day, it is your best friend that you are with. It's your friend, So you need to be kind of honest with each other. It's like your best friend. If you go out clubbing, are you gonna tell her that her breath stinks?
Yeah.
Like, if you get a gift from her, are you gonna say like, oh, I don't like your gift?
Yeah.
Exactly. So you need to be honest, especially with your significant other.
12 years he's been disrespecting you? No, I would make a fight. We're fighting today. I told you, I even gave you a list, and you got me this disgusting dress. What is wrong with you? No, take it. You're not getting anything for Christmas either. It's a fight. We're fighting. 12 years of this disrespect.
The things that, why did you put up with it for 12 years? Like, that's the thing. If obviously this has been going on for so long, so like that's why if you see, like, you should have addressed it the first time it bothered you.
Get him a shitty gift too. That's what I would do. Like, if you're someone that doesn't like confrontation, what I would do is get him a disgusting gift. That's it. And then he's gonna know, because people like that, they give good presents. They give really good gifts. Like, it's
they take it seriously.
Yeah, and especially if she took the time to write a list and give it to him what she likes. Give him a disgusting gift.
Some people are just not good with gifts. Like, they don't click. You know, like it's not important to them. Like, you know, sometimes people, like, their gift is spending that time with you right there.
No,
like,
but
that's
it's
a bigger
important
gift
to her.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is that, like, sometimes it's not the same for him. Like, what I'm saying is like that could just be him as a person, you know. So like, you gotta ask yourself, he might never be able to change. And there's some people that just don't know, like, this whole gift buying thing doesn't work for them. So like, if he's like someone like that, you need to ask yourself, are you okay being with him forever? If it bothers you, well, you know, it's like a love language.
But mate, there's no excuse, because she gave him a list of things she wanted, and she was like, pick from that.
I feel like
there's nothing we could say.
He doesn't like
prioritize you.
Yeah, he doesn't take you seriously.
Yeah, that's disrespect, girl. You deserve better.
Up.
I would give him a divorce. So if you want to be honest, tell him, make a fight. 12 years, you deserve a little.
Yo, this is the thing that you gotta do. You be honest, you know, and then you get mad at him.
Yeah.
And then you see how he reacts, and you see if he's gonna make it up to you. If he makes it up to you, you know, and then in the future he improves, all good. If he doesn't,
get him an ugly gift.
Then you gotta talk about it.
I mean, don't get a divorce, but get him an ugly gift. Don't put too much effort into him.
You know,
and his gift.
He won't care probably. If he's the type of people with like that with the gifts, he won't care. Like, that's not gonna do anything. Oh, okay, thanks. You know. So, okay, next one. My boyfriend has recently got a promotion at work. He came into money and became richer. I feel like he's being distant since he got money. That's a good question. You know what people say? Money changes people. It does not change people. It brings out the real person.
Who they really are.
It really amplifies who you already are. You know, so like he was already like this or whatever. Maybe this is giving him the confidence he needed because he was just waiting. He was like thinking he was settling with you or whatever. And now he has money. He thinks he's better and can move on. But money shouldn't make you feel better than your partner or your wife or whatever like that. Second of all, this triggered me. Second of all. It's a team, you know, like you and him are a team. What's his is yours, what's yours is his. Oh, if you're married. But even before, like your team, you know what I mean? So it's like, at this point, you gotta be very careful because these are early signs that like he's out.
He's trash.
His head is turned, you know. His eyes are looking for something. And he's maybe just with you until he finds something he thinks is better. Yeah. But he thinks the grass is green on the other side.
There's a quote. Always be careful. Men are only as faithful as their options.
You gotta be careful. Has he already been tested? Have you been through something similar where, you know, he's been tested with someone and like, you know, he stayed faithful or whatever, something like that? But like I say,
I would just leave. You don't have time for people that treat you like shit once they get money, because at the end of the day, money comes and money goes.
Yeah, money is just materialistic something. Money doesn't define someone. It doesn't do anything like that. Like I said, it doesn't change people. That's kind of who they already are. And then they're just able to be their real selves after they get money, you know?
You don't need that.
So, whether you get a new job, whether you become a professional or something, it shouldn't change who you are.
Yeah.
And if you know, he's been kind of acting like that, it means he didn't value your relationship that much. Like, it wasn't that serious with him that he feels he's able to do these things.
Yeah, because if I got money, I'd be so excited to share with you. Like, even before we're married, I'd be like, man, we're going on a vacation, we're going to do this,
do things together. Yeah. But he wants to spend his new money
with
on
his
a new
girl.
Next question. Next question. I've never sent nudes before.
Oh.
I'm a little shy. Should I?
No.
If you're asking, probably not.
No. Yeah.
And okay, so let's assume for a second that you want to send nudes to your boyfriend or whatever for whatever reason, right? Maybe he's asking for it. It doesn't even matter at this point. The point is the way you feel. If in your gut it's not okay, then don't do it.
Yeah.
First of all, because second of all, if you're already kind of skeptical about it, or if you're a shy person, you have to tell yourself anything you send out there these days. If you're sending it to one person, tell yourself it might be everywhere, right? So like being okay with sending one picture that the world might see. And third of all, at this point, it's about to be 2023, guys. You don't need to send nudes to get someone's attention. You don't need to send nudes to, you know, have a little fun with someone. You can send like a very attractive, a very sexy photo of yourself
with clothes on.
With clothes on. It's all in the eyes. It's all in how you look. It's the intention behind it. The nudes.
It's not 2001 anymore.
Like, is he with you just for your body? You know what I mean? Like, he's with you for everything, right? So like, and it leaves a little bit of mystery, right? So like, if you know you don't send the nudes, and then when you're together and it happens, it makes it even more special, right? Because it's like, you know, you see like a Ferrari on the street. Okay, like, for a perfect example, right? You walk down the street here. There's not a lot of Ferraris. We see Ferrari, we're like, holy smokes, that's a Ferrari. You go in Dubai, everywhere you look, apparently there's Ferraris. So it's like no one cares about Ferraris, right? So like you see something so often, it doesn't hold the same weight, the same value, right? So,
and if that person is asking you for nudes, if you're not in a relationship with them, they have a nude collection. So don't do it. Like, for what? What is the reason? If you break up,
what's going to do? Just save it in his portfolio?
Yeah, you know? It's not worth it.
Never feel pressured. Never do something that you feel pressured to do. Only do stuff if you want to send news or whatever. That's totally fine. Use Snapchat. That's you. But yeah, you could actually use Snapchat too, something like that. Snapchat.
Well,
it's still kind of news, but what I'm saying.
No, but because Snapchat, like if they screenshot it.
Yeah, you know.
You know.
Yeah.
But there's, you know. I mean, people say there's ways to where they can screenshot it without you knowing, but you can download apps to know when they screenshot.
There's a little bit more privacy.
Yeah, privacy, or like don't show your face if you're gonna be sending nudes. Don't show your face. And that's what I would do.
That's a good point too. You could do that
that's what Dominic told me to do. Never show your face.
Yeah, you could. At the end of the day, you just need to do what you're comfortable with.
Not that I've ever sent Dominic nudes. Actually, I have, but we're married.
Yeah, so just do it if you're comfortable. If you're not comfortable, there's no harm in just waiting. You know,
don't send.
There's no pressure, no rush to do anything.
Me personally, like if you're not in a relationship with someone or you're not like long distance. Why are you sending nudes?
And if you're trying to like in the stage to get to know someone and they're asking for nudes, that's a red flag.
Yeah, and especially if you're uncomfortable with it, that's a red flag.
And they don't care.
But if you're comfortable with it, girl, more power to you. But the moment where you start to question things, red flag.
All right, next question. I keep going on dates, but I can never find someone. Is there something wrong with me? Absolutely not. I think what you could do is
go outside more.
It's good to go on a lot of dates, right? And like be more optimistic about it, because every single date that you go on that does not work out puts you closer to the things that you like and the things that you
100%.
dislike. Because if it didn't work out, there's probably reasons that you can pinpoint, and then you bring that into the next one. What you could do as you go along is to maybe like filter the results more, quality over quantity, right? So like let's say that like there's a guy or whatever that you see, but he like, and that you're probably like, oh, it's not gonna work out because of this. Don't waste your time on the date, right? Or like let's say that like you're chatting, that's another thing too. You could kind of text or chat or talk on the phone a little bit longer before going on the date. That way you should get more of an inclination, like if you're gonna mesh or if it's gonna be a good person, stuff like that.
You know what? When I was single and I would go on dates, because I used to be on Tinder like back then, and like if I'm sitting there talking to the guy and they just say something that I don't like, I'm like, you know what? It's not gonna work out. Peace. And I would just leave. Like I just didn't want to waste my time. And especially like if you're good on Tinder, like if you're gonna hook up with people or whatever you're doing on Tinder, like it's not worth it just because you're lonely to settle, you know? Be out there if you're gonna date.
Yeah, you get like temporary relief, but like it doesn't do over like the problem with the issue that you got the relief from is still there. So it doesn't really.
And go off of vibes. Like sometimes like I went on
is important.
Yeah, I went on a date with this guy and I could sense anger issues when he was talking about his ex. He got so mad. I was like, bro, I'm out.
About that, like sometimes if you're not capable of letting someone in your heart is because your heart's not ready to let someone in, right? So you got to see like, is there something holding you back? Are you still, heartbroken from something or whatever? So work on yourself, and being, emotionally available, emotionally ready is very important as well, right? So that's a good point as well. But yeah, you could definitely maybe, refine the checklist a little bit, like let's all be straight. We do have a checklist that like people go through, right? So like maybe just make it better, because you're not filtering them enough. If you keep going
and it's not working out,
like you should maybe go like 2, 3, 4 times and like find someone that like has potential, right? So yeah, maybe like learn from the ones that didn't work out so you can apply it to your new ones.
Exactly.
And yeah, that's what I would say. But
And
definitely
there's nothing
not.
wrong with
Yeah,
you.
definitely not something wrong with you, because it does take time. I actually felt like that too. I was going on a lot of dates and I was like, wow, like I'm never gonna be able to love someone. I don't know what, I thought something was wrong with me too, because I was like, why can't I love someone? You know?
Really?
Yeah, and then you know, and then so. It just takes time, right? Everything happens for a reason, and you know, remember, it's in God's time, not your time.
I would filter out my dates, like you said, and I didn't settle, and I was just go lucky, mates. Don't be stuck on like trying to find someone. I'm 27, I'm 28, I'm 30.
Yeah.
Age is just a number. As long as you have ovaries, you have all the time in the world. Look at that girl that had a baby at 100 years old, mates. So yeah, that's what I would do. Okay, last question. Naka, what would you do if you lost feelings for Dominic? Me and my boyfriend had a fight. It's been going on a lot, and I'm starting to lose feelings for him the more and more we get along. We go along in a relationship.
You know what's crazy is that the more you kind of think about it, the more it's like confirmation bias, where you're like trying to put that thought in your head, and it's like, it's almost like a death spiral, you know, like it's a tough spot to be in.
Yeah.
I would say like you need to ask yourself, like, feelings are very subjective, right? They're
I
very.
don't ever want to lose feelings for you, me.
Of course not.
I feel like I feel like just thinking about losing feelings for like Dominic, it's very painful, and it's something that like I never want to go through. So I can only like feel for you.
Sometimes you can't control your feelings, right? It's like sometimes you fall out of love with someone, right?
Especially the fight.
Yeah, I do believe though that there are things you can do to prevent it. Meaning that like throughout this video, you know, like we've kind of given advices and stuff like that. And like doing certain things can help you so you don't fall out of love, right? Like you fall out of love most of the times for reasons, right? So like little things that bother you that like, oh, and then you tell yourself it's not gonna work out, and then you start to like put thoughts in your head, stuff like that. So kind of addressing things when they come, stuff like that. Like asking yourself, why is there anything that's not working out? Like, are they perfect or whatever? Like, is it the attraction or like stuff like that? Can you know like change this dress style or something like that?
Fighting a lot, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like if you said that you're having fights a lot, why are you fighting? Is it disagreements on something? So like maybe it's not meant to work out, but you're trying to force it, you know? And then like the love that you had might have been more of a lust feeling, right? Because like people unfortunately get those two very mixed up, love and lust. A lot of people that have lust for someone, they think and you know mistreat it for love, which is not, right? So you kind of gotta know the difference to know what you're feeling, and then why you're feeling it. So it's also very self-introspective, like a self, I don't know if I said that right, but like self-reflective, you know, to know yourself and know what you're feeling, and then the reasons you're feeling it, right?
And your feelings are valid. Listen to your emotions, your feeling, why you're feeling that way. Like, maybe
address
you need,
them.
maybe you need to separate from that person and just focus on yourself. Like a lot of people, when they're in like fights or relationship, they don't put themselves like and their emotions first. They always put the other person first, the toxic one. But ladies and gentlemen, like put yourself first. If you're in a situation where you know like fighting, it's not healthy, take yourself out for a moment, recoup, and then if it's meant to be, get back together. But if you're feeling falling out of love, losing feelings, I think you need to separate yourself, take some time out for yourself. That's what personally I would do. If you don't feel comfortable talking to your partner, I would be like, yo, I need some space. I'm gonna go to my parents.
I was about to say, there's a saying, you know, like if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. If it doesn't, it was never yours.
Yeah.
Right? And like the thing is that if you do take time apart, or like that's what you could do, because sometimes you do have feelings or you think
the heart grows fonder.
Like you think something in the moment, right? Like, you know, like you had a fight and this and that, you have all these scenarios going through your head, stuff like that. So when you distance yourself, you take a breather, you kind of calm down, and then your real feelings emerge back. So like if you don't spend time together, you know, and you don't miss them, then you don't really have feelings, or you don't really love them, right? Because like I could like not see Naka for like literally like if I go, you know, take a shower and I don't see her, I come back and I miss her, you know. So it's like after a certain amount of time that you don't see each other,
I go to sleep and I'm dreaming and I miss you.
Yeah. Like we do have, it's funny because sometimes I'll get into bed and then before going to bed I'll be like, I miss you, and it's just like I'm like, I know, but so I feel like when you spend time apart, like your real feelings, your foundation should, you know, immerse it should come out, you know. So you should miss them, or you should, you know, want to be with them and stuff like that. If you don't, then like don't fight it, you know. Like, don't try to fight something that's not there too, right? So
period.
That's about it, guys.
Hopefully like the video. Thank you so much for watching this video. We wish you a happy new year filled with love, happiness,
blessings, and joy, and peace.
2023 is going to be a beautiful, peaceful year.
I'm so excited. Yeah. I'm always excited.
Yeah.
Excited. There's no reason not to be.
I feel like 2024 is going to be an exceptional year, but 2023, I feel like it's going to be very peaceful.
I think
mark my words.
Everyone's gonna grow a lot.
It's gonna be like peace.
We grew
like
so
calmness.
much in the past couple of years, and like that's preparing us for the things to come too.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see what's to come.
Me too.
Smash like button, guys. Comment, subscribe.
Toodaloo.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.